else is terrified of disappearing into the big void and never being found by your future customers because you've basically become invisible? I want to create a series of unfiltered stories where I talk about overcoming my fears and challenges in becoming a content creator as a business owner. This series will consist of weekly videos, each discussing different aspects of my journey in hopes that some of you will identify with it and join me in not only becoming visible, but clearly identifying and marking our space, our presence. The first episode is addressing the fear of becoming invisible and the challenge of learning how to become a content creator. The fear of becoming invisible is real these days. Without a strong social media presence, you cannot position yourself in front of your prospects or future customers. You basically disappear. Also, if you want to appear successful, or if you are actually successful, that success is demonstrated through your strong social media presence. Hi, my name is Kinga and I am an email marketing strategist. Here is my story how I choose to reclaim my part of the consumer space. If you are interested in the subject, please like, comment, share, and subscribe so you can be notified when the next video is up. This helps me gain a wider audience, which is a big reason why I started this journey. All right, so let's focus on my personal story. I've been involved in email marketing for about 8 years now, starting when Klaviyo was brand new and nobody knew how to do it, how to use it. I was one of the first agencies offering email marketing for e-commerce using Klaviyo. However, the digital marketing space is changing so fast that over the years, when I sort of wasn't paying attention, everything has turned completely upside down. Email marketing is one of the easiest forms of entry into digital marketing, and pretty much everyone out there who wasn't really successful with other digital marketing ventures has switched into email marketing, especially Klaviyo. So the competition is really tough. The market is oversaturated, and also it's not like there is an unlimited amount of e-commerce stores, right? The space has become very limited. I noticed that I started getting fewer and fewer leads and needed to figure out a new way to position myself in front of my prospects. However, I really didn't know what the best way to do it was. It seems like everyone is either on LinkedIn or Twitter these days. LinkedIn has become a red ocean because there are so many email marketing agencies. Everyone is just trying to outdo themselves with posts, competing for eyeballs and engagement. I also don't feel that comfortable on LinkedIn because it's more of a writing platform and I'm not that good at writing. I am much stronger when it comes to visuals and video creations. Plus, I really didn't feel like I wanted to compete against them. I had the urge to find my own voice and my own platform. So I wanted to come up with a way that would be more comfortable for me and also something that would, let's say, set me apart. My first journey was to find my voice. I spent last year trying to understand what is my voice, where I feel the most comfortable, what format, and what can I do to be visible in front of my prospects, my future customers. That was the first thing, just really trying to find my voice. I started doing LinkedIn last year, which wasn't as bad as it is now. And then I also started doing Instagram and YouTube. I've had my YouTube channel for about 10 years now, or maybe even a little bit longer. I was trying to do some videos a while ago, and they were always a good boost, but I was never consistent with it and never really truly committed to it. Because let's face it, it takes so much time to actually do the videos, to do the post-production, to write the script, just the whole thing. I've always been reluctant to dive into this because I knew that taking on social media and content creation would consume all my free time. Let's face it, social media, it's a beast. That was my biggest fear, that I wouldn't really have a life outside of work. Currently, my workday is packed with running my agency, so the only time left for content creation is the weekend, meaning I essentially have no time off, have no weekends. Realizing I had to sacrifice weekends to grow my business and become visible again was daunting. Another overwhelming aspect was the sheer amount of new skills. I needed to learn, like script writing, recording, editing. There's tons of software out there, and just thinking about the vast amount of information I needed to absorb was intimidating. But I had no choice. It had to be done. The only way I could face this was to take one step at a time. Starting was the hardest part, especially with personal insecurities about how I appear on camera. As I'm getting older, it's tougher to look the way I want to on screen. We all know that camera can be unforgiving, and seeing raw footage of myself that isn't flattering was incredibly challenging. Being on my own also meant I had to manage every aspect of production myself. So I decided to just start, to let go of those insecurities and allow myself to be seen as imperfect. I began creating my first videos. Then I committed to producing one long-form video each week, 52 videos a year. It's a huge time commitment, essentially taking up my whole weekends. But maintaining consistency is the key, and I'm already seeing some small gradual improvements. My goal with each video is simple: progress over perfection, building a consistent schedule for myself. One of the biggest challenges was not to resent the sacrifice, but to embrace it. I love traveling, and living in Europe offers tons of opportunities for that. Initially, giving up my free time was overwhelming, and I resented it. However, I found a way to integrate my passion for travel with content creation, which has made the process much more enjoyable. This is episode 1, where I address my fears of becoming invisible in this digital age, the heavy workload, and the vulnerability of presenting my unpolished self to the world. All these challenges are what I've had to confront to keep my business moving forward. Thank you for joining me today. If my story resonates with you, or if you are grappling with similar challenges, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Join me next week for episode 2, where we'll explore how to start, delving into the initial steps of creating a social media presence, finding your unique voice, and taking those first crucial steps towards building your own digital identity. Stay tuned, and let's navigate this journey together.